Are you feeling disrespected? Have you ever wondered why some interactions leave you feeling hurt? Let's go over some of the things you might feel disrespected by, from ghosting to backhanded compliments to not feeling heard. We'll explore 9 sneaky ways people may be diminishing your worth without you even realizing it. Each point, backed by real-life examples, shines a light on these undermining actions. Please join me as we get into it. 1. They don't show up when they say they will. Ghosted. When someone doesn't show up when they say they will, it can be deeply unsettling. You may have cleared your schedule, prepared mentally for the meeting, or simply looked forward to the interaction. Their absence, without prior notification, can reflect a disregard for your time and effort, which can be incredibly frustrating. It may not seem significant at first when someone fails to show up as promised because, let's face it, life can get hectic, right? Everyone gets busy and we may not get to appointments on time. Really? There is no excuse for these repeated instances of this behavior, which might lead you to feel undervalued and invisible. It's not just about missing an appointment, it's the feeling of being deprioritized repeatedly that stings. You deserve to interact with people who respect your time as much as their own. 2. They give you backhanded compliments. When someone gives you a backhanded compliment, it can be confusing and hurtful. These compliments often come wrapped in criticism, and although they might appear flattering at first, the underlying negativity soon becomes apparent. For instance, a comment like, "You're pretty smart for someone who didn't go to college," might initially sound like a praise, but it actually undermines your intelligence based on your education. This kind of feedback can leave you feeling demeaned rather than uplifted. It's especially disconcerting because the insult is often cloaked as a compliment, making it hard to respond without seeming overly sensitive. These remarks can chip away at your self-esteem and make you doubt your abilities or self-worth. You deserve to receive genuine praise that acknowledges your strengths and achievements without any qualifiers or comparisons. If backhanded compliments are a recurring issue, it might be beneficial to address them directly with the person involved. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. After all, it can be hurtful. You'll definitely feel more empowered by doing so. 3. They interrupt and talk over you. It can be incredibly frustrating when someone frequently interrupts or talks over you. This behavior can make you feel as though your voice isn't worth hearing or that your contributions to the conversation are unimportant. When someone constantly cuts you off, it not only disrupts the flow of conversation, but also can lead to feelings of disrespect and feeling unappreciated. This type of interaction can make it difficult for you to express your thoughts fully and participate in the conversation, whether in a professional meeting or a casual chat. It sends a signal that your words hold less weight than those of the person interrupting. This can diminish your presence in the discussion and potentially discourage you from speaking up in the future. It's time to take a stand and say, "Excuse me, please don't interrupt me." 4. They make fun of your interests and hobbies. When someone makes fun of your interests and hobbies, it can feel deeply personal. After all, these are aspects of your life that bring you joy and define part of who you are. Derogatory comments about what you love doing can hurt because they trivialize your passions, making you feel as though they aren't worthy of respect or appreciation. This kind of ridicule can diminish your enthusiasm for your interests and make you hesitant to share them with others in the future. It's particularly disheartening when the teasing comes from someone whose opinion you value. You might start to question your choices or feel embarrassed about your interests, which can be isolating. However, it's important to remember that everyone has unique tastes, and what resonates with one person might not appeal to another, and that's okay. You might also consider, is this person a real friend? 5. They take credit for your ideas or work. When someone takes credit for your ideas or work, it can be incredibly frustrating and disheartening. This kind of behavior not only undermines your contributions and is unethical, but also robs you of the recognition you deserve. It's a form of disrespect that can impact your professional reputation and self-esteem. You put time and effort into your work, expecting that your input will be acknowledged. So when others claim your achievements as their own, it can make you feel undervalued and invisible. This situation is especially damaging in a professional environment where career advancements and opportunities often depend on visibility and recognition. Not receiving credit for your work can hinder your professional growth and can discourage you from sharing ideas in the future, potentially stifling your creativity and engagement. It's time to take charge of this situation and claim your contribution for what is rightfully yours. 6. They pressure you to do things. Feeling pressured to do things you're uncomfortable with can be a stressful and disempowering experience. When someone consistently pushes you to act against your wishes, it can make you feel as if your desires and boundaries are not respected. This pressure can come in many forms, whether it's being coerced into making decisions you're not ready for, participating in activities that don't align with your values, or simply moving at a pace that doesn't feel right to you. It's important to recognize that true respect in any relationship, be it personal or professional, means honoring each person's autonomy and comfort levels. When someone disregards this, it's not only disrespectful, but can also lead to a significant strain on your mental and emotional well-being. 7. You don't get the same courtesy they give others. Noticing when someone doesn't extend the same courtesy to you as they do to others can be a painful realization. It might manifest in small ways, such as not being greeted with the same warmth, being consistently overlooked in group settings, or not receiving the same support or acknowledgement for your efforts. This differential treatment can make you feel marginalized and undervalued, creating a sense of inequality that's hard to overlook. Such behavior can be particularly hurtful because it subtly communicates that you are less deserving of respect or consideration. It can impact your sense of belonging and self-worth, making you question your place within a group or relationship. When you observe that others are treated better for no apparent reason, it can also lead to feelings of frustration and resentment. 8. They don't return your calls or texts. When someone consistently doesn't return your calls or texts, it can feel deeply dismissive. This pattern of non-response sends a clear message that your efforts to connect are not a priority for them. Such behavior can be particularly upsetting when you value the relationship and invest time and emotional energy into maintaining contact. Being ignored in this way can lead to feelings of rejection and confusion, prompting you to question the strength and reciprocity of your relationship. The impact of being repeatedly ignored can extend beyond momentary disappointment. It can affect your self-esteem and your outlook on relationships in general. It might make you hesitant to reach out to others for fear of experiencing the same neglect. It's important to remember that you deserve attention and respect in your communications, just as you give to others. Talking to the person and telling them how you feel might make a big difference for future communication. 9. They gossip about you. Discovering when someone gossips about you can be incredibly hurtful and damaging. When you find out people are talking about you behind your back, it can make you feel vulnerable and exposed, as if your personal life is being unfairly scrutinized and judged by others. This breach of trust can lead to feelings of isolation and mistrust in your social circles or workplace. It can make you wary of opening up and sharing with others, affecting your relationships and how you interact socially. The impact of gossip can be profound, leading to anxiety and a sense of being constantly on guard in what should be safe and supportive environments. Addressing gossip directly can be challenging, but it's important to confront the situation to protect your mental well-being and personal relationships. After going over the 9 points of feeling disrespected, are there any that ring true for you, where you might be shaking your head saying, "Yes, I've experienced this"? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more mindful videos. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.